Hello, everybody. It's Dave in real live, and yes, this is the It's Coming Home stream. As you know, it is definitely coming home. How is everybody doing in the chat? I can see James Chadwick, Connor, who's been here all afternoon. Shout out to you. And Harley, shout out to you as well. Yeah, absolutely shocking news to start this stream. Bailey being out injured for 9 months. Terrible, terrible news. A massive Bailey fan, as you all know. For her to be out is shocking. Lots to talk about, including that, which was unexpected. I just bobbed into the chat, and we're talking about Seth versus Cesaro tonight. Another meeting between the two. One gets to go into the Money in the Bank match, so that should be interesting. Just a shame that it's just so interesting to see that. Why did I come on so early? Literally by a couple of minutes. Yeah, like you said, there's a lot to talk about. That certain semi-final, which has got the UK absolutely buzzing right now. But I want to talk about the controversy of it. There's a lot of shit going off right now on social media about how we cheated, especially with the laser pen. I mean, that's just an isolated incident and got nothing to do with the England team. It's just one stupid ass fan. Which the security at Wembley should be under scrutiny rather than the England team. Sterling falling over quite easy in the penalty box. It's a penalty. He gets this contact there. I don't know why anybody's moaning about that. And then there's a controversy of a second ball being on the pitch that it shouldn't have never been played. So there's all that to talk about and other stuff. Harley is coming straight into the chat with Dave. I was so incredibly sad yesterday from the Cena news, but today I was so happy over Cena. Thankfully, now he's back, and sad for poor Bailey. Yeah, the Cena news. To be quite honest with you, if he's got a movie to do, then he's got a movie to do. So I have no problems with that at all. But if he's committed to SummerSlam, from the reports I'm seeing, which is a bit either way, if I'm being honest, getting Cena Roman is fantastic. Chris Dezuma, shout out to you, my friend. James says, how the fuck did we cheat to win? People are fucking idiots. Yeah, I've just seen it all over social media, like yesterday and today. It's sad, and it's usually clubs, nations, what have all had their teams kicked out. And then he's for cheek of the Italians to say we're cheated. When, who was it? Immobile in their game, falling around in the penalty area looking for a penalty, and then as soon as they score, he gets up and starts celebrating with his team as if nothing had happened. Yeah, go fuck yourselves is basically the message there. It's a lot of sour grapes. For some reason, nobody likes the England. They can go fuck themselves. England in the final. Not what you can do about it. Jog on. It's my opinion on it. It's just the laser pen thing is just one stupid fan. Ballyhoo to you, William Ency. Shout out to you, my good friend. Hope you are well. Same with you, Chris Dezuma. Hope you are well too. This is a bit of a mismatch stream. We'll talk about football. We can talk about the wrestling. There's lots of stuff to talk about. The Alistair Black debut on AEW. Love to talk about that as well, because I just, there's parts of that really frustrate the shit out of me, and I will go into that little rant in a bit. We've got Ronaldo is a serial cheat over and over. People adore, idolise him. Yep. Dylan McClaw, shout out to you, my friend. He says, Dave, UEFA have charged England with throwing fireworks, booing the Danish national anthem. What are your thoughts? Every nation does it. I just saw sort of headline to a video that Kosovo fans were rioting outside of a stadium. I hope they've been to get fined as well. So yeah, it's just not just England, it's the other nations. As long as everybody gets fairly fined for their actions, I've not got a problem with it. But if they're just going to single out England, then they can go fuck themselves, is what I think. Ali says, yeah, it looks like filming starts after SummerSlam. Dave Meltzer said Cena is free now. Up and after SummerSlam is locked into SummerSlam is saying we have a chance. A deal says Liverpool in for Saul Nunes in Fury fight with Wilder is off. Yes, I've heard that news today. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder's fight has been postponed. I think it's been postponed until October. Yes, there's been a few amazing incidents today. William says, I love Black no matter where he goes, but they're great for him. A new character is dumb shit. Maybe back to WWE as the Dark Father stuff. Connor says, why Black still doing the I think continuity? I love that. I don't mind the continuity factor. If you're a wrestler, you've had an injury in another company, it just makes sense to carry that on. So I don't mind that at all. Chris DeZuma says, I can't believe it's all over Sunday. I've loved the games. I'm American. Can't wait for the game to go. Yeah, as soon as the Euros finish, we've got the Premier League starting here in the UK in August. So there's going to be more football content to get your teeth into. I'm sure I will be covering quite a load of games over that season. I'm going to get my rant out of the way. I didn't mind Alistair Black coming back. I loved the blackouts. I think that was pretty neat and was planned. One thing what I hated, you've got a commentary team what clearly know that Malachi Black has signed for the company. They know his name. They'll have a sheet of paper in front of them. So why the fuck was they calling him Tommy End? Oh, it's Tommy End. Well, we'll find out what character he's going to be. You flipping know what character he is. You flipping signed him. He's on your books. How do you not know his goddamn name? I mean, this has got to be established. This is what makes AEW such an amateur company, is that your commentary team don't know the fucking wrestler's name. And you've signed him already. Come on. They've got t-shirts out in AEW club shop. And they don't know his name. It's like the bloody commentary team is a joke on AEW. I'm sorry. I love JR, but he's just gone senile. And it's just ruined. It ruins it. It ruined his debut. Oh, it's Tommy Endel. We'll find out what character. You know who he is. Before he even comes out, you know who he is. So they stuffed it up again. AEW, well done. Stuffed up somebody's debut yet again. Harley says Dave Cena must be really busy, man. You can tell he loves WWE. He signed on to a huge project in August, and he's still willing to work around schedule SummerSlam. Yeah, he's just a big name, and he's getting some amazing amount of cash. Don't you worry about that. Come on, Newcastle, says Connor. Darby Allin versus an Ethan Page coffee match will be great. Christian Matt Hardy. Yes, that's at Fighter Fest next week. That should be interesting. Hopefully WWE. I'm turning into Jim Ross now. Hopefully AEW don't stuff that up. Everright, shout out to you. Black said that he pitched the idea before for the blackout. Yeah, he did. And a lot of other ideas, it seems he's pretty happy with the AEW setup. William Ency says, no amount of stupidity will sour England's win. The controversy is a clusterfuck of an excuse for losing. If Denmark could have won, they would have had plenty of chances. Watch the fucking game, not a clip. Exactly. I echo your sentiments completely. Even if the penalty wasn't given, who says Denmark was fucking winning? So how they were cheated is absolutely a joke. Anybody who watched that actual game of football knew that Denmark were on the back foot for the majority of it. Buddy Murphy might go to AEW. Could possibly. Prediction for Slammiversary as well. There's a new opponent for Dana Peraza. Come on, it's easy. It's Chelsea bloody Green. I'm calling it now. Chelsea Green is going to be her opponent at Slammiversary. Calling it. It's done. Fucking penalty gate, ridiculous. Italy will lose. Let's go England. AEW, the home of WWE rejects. This guy has just ruined a good debut for a wrestler, in my opinion. Not to get who. It's Malachi Black, right? That's his new name. Right, you know his finishing move's the Black Mass. Well, we've kind of already now could call his wrestling move the Blackout, because we've had the Blackouts. So that'd make sense. Oh, they just managed to stuff up everything. They just annoy me. Chris DeZuma says, I don't see it. I don't watch AEW. It's just not for me. Fair enough, dude. You're not missing out. Just go on wrestling Twitter and you'll get everything you need to know about AEW at the minute. You're not missing out. I didn't watch the actual full show. I just saw clips on Twitter, and it's all you need to know. Let's go July 23rd. Why's that? Yo Pixel Plays, hi. How you doing, my friend? Hope you are well. Ever says, Dave, it could be Chelsea Green or Mickey James. They have been teasing Mickey a lot the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I suppose so. Mickey James could be a shout. The Gail Kim connection as well. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, it could be either one of them two. Yeah, I would have thought Chelsea Green would have been a better opposition, if I'm being honest. Harley Griffiths, even if we don't get Cena, we should still get Edge. Hopefully Becky at SummerSlam. I have a good feeling that Goldberg has still got one match to have on his contract with WWE, so there's chances we're going to see him soon enough. I hope not. A deal. Any chances of Braun Strowman debuting at Fyter Fest England? We're over. I heard Heyman might turn on Reigns. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen there with the old Jimmy situation now. That storyline's just flipped up in the air as well. There's so much what's just changed. AEW is WWE 10 years ago. It's a dandy to watch. Yo, Pixel Plays, how do you feel about Jimmy Uso's arrest? It's got issues, bud. Really got issues, and they need to be addressed really, really quickly. I thought they addressed it when I think the second incident, but clearly there's something what they need to sort out with Jimmy. I just hope that he gets the support that he needs to get back on the right track. It's just a shame that it's happened to him in the middle of a major storyline. I don't enjoy Dynamite this week because it was too pissed. Yeah, no worries. I don't blame you. I think even Days kind of missed the boat with that one, with everything what was going off with the England celebrations, which is totally understandable. Evening Anna Dawes, shout out to you. Everybody showing love to Anna, William and everybody else. Yo, Pixel Plays, do you think they will fire? There's rumours about him being released. I have no idea until it's official. I don't know. I would have thought they'd be working with him, seeing what they can do to offer him support. But other than that, I have no idea. Ever says, yeah, he has a Facebook page pickup where he Brock standing over Roman. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, that's true, William. It triggers the wellness policy, so he could either get suspended or lose his job. Dylan says Dave, WWE officials are not about Jimmy Uso getting arrested again. Yeah, they were pissed. They were pissed. They weren't happy at all. So his future is very much in doubt, but no official word yet. So, Dave, do you think replacing Bailey? I thought Sasha would be in the ladder match. Sasha Bianca. Yeah, that's if Sasha is planned back now. We'll find out tonight. I don't know what they had planned for that, because people were saying Sasha would be back for SummerSlam, not for Money in the Bank. So, it'd be interesting to see how they go about that. Do they bring Sasha back now? It depends on the situation, how when Bailey actually got injured. If it was today, it'd be how frantic would the quick phone calls be to try and get somebody in to replace Bailey. It could be interesting. Anna says, hey Dave, hope you are well, bud. Yes, I'm fine. How are you, Anna? I hope you are well. How are you feeling about the Euros so far? I bet you're over the moon that England are in the final. James Chadwick says, although I did love the way they debuted Black, was so much better than Andrade's debut. Yeah, I do think the Black debut was great until they started talking about it. How do you not get his name? How do they keep calling him Tommy End when it's clearly they've signed him as Malachi Black? That's just stupid. The commentary team, who's in their gorilla position, telling them what to say, because something needs to change at AEW. I'm telling you now, because the communication sucks. And Adore says Jimmy should have help. He shouldn't be from the company. The family needs to jump in. WWE could give him time away, but his family should do everything else. He's the one married to Naomi, isn't he? I'm surprised Naomi's not gone off of TV for a while as well to help support her husband. I don't get that situation, to be fair. Crazy Andrade. Don't like him being with Vicky Guerrero, if I'm all honest, with Andrade. I don't know. I don't get that relationship. Kind of needed to have somebody like the Selena Vega sort of situation, not Vicky. It's just too annoying. Adil says Wimbledon, Djokovic, final on Sunday. So 2 Italians in a final. They're both going to lose. That's a prediction there for you. 2 Italians lose. So it's not going to be the Italian job, I tell you. Harley says it's going to be Seth Rollins who replaces Bailey. I mean, Seth did beat Bianca Belair, and yeah, you can imagine that. They'll not do that kind of matchup, I'm afraid, but that would be funny. Shout out to you, Harley. Right, don't know. To be honest, I've seen people say it's from Batman or something. Andrade Nito's hits with a mask. Alright, so it like took Night O's entrance. Interesting. I've got a new bottle of vodka now for Sunday. Woohoo, party time. I'm going to try and drink on stream, but I can't drink too much. I have actually got a shift to do the following day, so can't get too drunk. But we will have definitely be a party atmosphere on here on Sunday. Definitely. Pretty much plan it to be a celebration no matter what the result is. If we win, it's just going to be something else completely. Cannot wait. It does not look like a Batman villain. Black Mask. It does look like a Batman villain, the Black Mask. Dylan says, Dave, Paul Heyman has been removed as host of Small Talk and has been replaced by Pat McAfee. Well, that's not going to draw many people in, is it? I liked Heyman on Small Talk. Pat McAfee, or Pat McAfee as Days says. Nah, it's a bit over the top for me. You have enough with him for 2 hours of flipping Smackdown, and we had an extra bloody hour of him on Small Talk. Less of Pat McAfee the better, in my opinion. Anna totally wrecked. I'll be honest, I'll be wrecked. It's coming. England will win. We will have to watch Barbie go. Yeah, there'll be a watch along for Barbie for sure in the future. God, I'm gonna love that watch along. We will Barbie the stream up. I'll have to come up with an interesting name because we won't be able to call it Barbie, just in case. Harley says, Dave, actually I know it will replace Bailey. It will be Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman will cut a promo saying he told him to challenge you to get. I'm sorry. Paul Heyman actually likes Bailey. Yeah, could have been Bailey's manager. He has a hell of a lot of respect for that woman. After watching so much Talking Smacks, he does really like her. So interesting. He was the co-host. He was the co-host. What, Pat McAfee? A deal. If you're right, then Djokovic will be 13 times Grand Slam winner. He is really good, is Djokovic though. He is really good. Murphy, if he'd have kept injury free, could have been as good as him. They're similar age groups as well, which is amazing. Eva says, what? Well, that sucks. I don't care for McAfee at all. I don't think a lot of people do. I don't mind him in small doses. Getting too much of him could be extremely annoying. That's just my opinion. Every time I hear the name makes me think of a computer virus software. He is a computer virus. yeah, but you're right though. It's very true. Yeah, I mean, McAfee's gone down. Austin's dream stream. Yes, the Barbie watch along. Where is Austin anyway? Where is the stalker? Are we summoning Austin into this stream or what? Come on, Austin, where are you? He's disappeared. It's just. And it does. I know a lot of our US fans like Pat McAfee, but I can't stand him. He's so annoying. It brings a fresh air to SmackDown, I think, as way as a colour commentator. But I think if he's going to be on screen all the flipping time, it could get very grating pretty fast. Eva says, Dave, did you hear about the new matches they've announced for Slammiversary, or did you miss it? I've seen some matches announced. Yeah, I couldn't brainstorm them off the top of my head, but yeah, I think you've got your main event with Kevin Omega and Sami Callihan. Isn't Eddie Edwards going up against somebody? Off the top of my head, I struggle. But yeah, if you want to drop that into the chat, what the new matches are, that would be most grateful, and I'll read them out. I wouldn't be mad if it would be like maybe 2 or 3 month injury like last year. It's 9 months. It's just a week before the fans pour Bailey. Yeah, to miss out on that big fan reaction, it sucks for her, to be honest. It's a big, massive body blow. I don't know what storyline they had going out of Money in the Bank, but I'm sure it changes everything. The landscape suddenly changed in SmackDown. I don't know if they can get a decent program now with less, well, just over a week before we get to Money in the Bank. William Ensley says, I'm American. I consider myself a friend. Pat reminds me of It's Just Pat. Just Pat, this SNL movie. Sammy Callahan is going to fucking murder Omega at Slammiversary. Yeah, hopefully this is the start of him losing titles. If he's so-called injured, then it needs to start happening now. William says, I don't like that movie. Loved that Pat character. Ever count on me the bits. Hate his guts. Dave Terry Funk suffering from dementia and living in. Yeah, I've heard a lot about this. It's kind of conflicting reports on Terry Funk's actual well-being. Some people are saying it's not as bad as initially indicated with the reports, but yeah, he's just getting help. I mean, God, it's so much of a blow to it from his wrestling. I just hope he is well and stays around a little bit longer, because obviously dementia runs through my family. My granddad had it, and my dad started traits before he passed away. So yeah, very, very to home with me is all that kind of stuff. So really hope that Terry Funk, as you know, as a good enough time as it can be, to be honest. High Flyer, shout out to you. Football probably won't be coming home. Hi, shout out to you. Hey, I'm going to put it this way. I can't see why it can't. Italy are not the team everybody should be fearing. They've got some great players, but Spain dominated them in possession. Austria, for the most part, dominated them in a fashion in the earlier, I think the round of 16. So I don't think we should be fearing the Italians whatsoever. We should just be concentrating on playing our game, and we'll be fine. Ever says Eddie Edwards versus Morrissey. That is Cass, in it. Big Cass. Yeah, 4-way tag team match for the titles. I think Moose, yeah, Chris Sabin. It's a bit of a mismatch, in my opinion. I think Moose will dominate that. I can't remember the rest. Shout out to you, Ever. Yeah, I did see a lineup, but isn't Chris Bay? Is Bay against somebody? Yeah, no worries, iFlyer. No worries at all, but thank you. Ever says definitely assisted living once you have dementia. There's no going back. I have 2 grandparents with it. Once it's done, it's done. Yeah. Like I said, it runs through my family, so it is. It's tough. But I just hope that he has a good, stable, end to his life. He deserves it. Dave John Ross Sapp has tweeted an excellent idea about putting Bailey on commentary with Pat and Cole. The next night, hey, that could be interesting. I would like to see that happen, to be fair. I mean, she can still do a chat show segment. She just can't wrestle. So she's not going to be completely off the TV. So I wouldn't panic about that. But yeah, putting on a commentary position would be very interesting. It's our first Euro final. Can't be lazy now. We've made it. I'm sure the teamwork will be amazing. I'm sure Southgate has got this planned. I hope he has. James Chadwick says it's Sammy versus Omega, Moose versus Saban, Edwards versus Morrissey, aka Big Cass, Fire and Flavor versus Avic and Rosemary, Fatal 4-Way tag titles, the Ultimate X match, Diana Peraza versus the mystery opponent, which will either be Chelsea Green or Mickey James. Yeah, Italian football is unbeatable. Yeah, they're unbeaten by 30 odd games, aren't they? But the right idea is to just go at them and not be scared. and that's what we've been doing this entire tournament, to be honest. Dementia. My uncle's mum went to see. I forgot. Yeah. Adil says, could Cain Velasquez get involved in Roman Reigns' story? Imagine the scenario: Jimmy fired, Heyman turns on Reigns, Jay Paul one side. Yeah, Cain Velasquez. He's been released for a while from WWE, so I don't know if there's a storyline for him or a contract still available for him. So I don't know about that one, to be honest. Harley says, as well as Bailey being on commentary, we get to sit back and listen to Bailey troll it. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. Yeah, but I'd book that now. I'd book that anyway. Austin 316, shout out to you. We tried to summon you a little bit, and you're finally here. So shout out to you, my friend. Yeah, what's your thoughts on Bailey? I bet you're chuffed. Yay, she's off the TV. Yay. I'm sad. Thanks for saving us in the war. But they're still wank. Anna says, just seen the WWE tweet about Bailey being out for 9 months. Wow, that woman's division is... Yeah, good job that they are calling up stars from NXT. Toni Storm had a dark match with Tegan Nox before Raw. She also and Shotzi had dark matches before last week's Smackdown. So they are calling up Toni Storm and Shotzi Blackheart from what I can see. So, interesting. Parker from NXT, Parker Bordeaux is not ready yet. He can't wrestle out of a plastic bag at the moment, so he'd have no chance against Roman. He's not ready, totally not ready, but I can see where you're coming. The wank bank will be blank for now. Hey, oh, I've got posters. Don't worry, I've got the network. I will be fine, high flyer. Don't you worry about that, but won't be hearing me scream about Bailey going ding dong, ding dong. Oh, she's away. Not fair. Heather says, what kind of injury does Bailey have? It's not. I haven't read the report, to be honest, which is all I know is she picked it up in training. I've seen her training program. She's quite full on, so it could be anything to do with her legs, to be honest. Don't know. I'm still waiting on reports on that. I could try and find out. Can't wait for ROH Best of the World on Sunday. It's going to be amazing. Who's in that? Who's fighting on that one? I don't really follow ROH. I kind of know who's in it, but don't really follow it. At first you were happy, now you're sad. I'm going to see if I can get some information on Bailey's injury. Don't know what people see in Toni Storm. I don't think she's ready for a call-up. I don't know. I think it's just because of Rhea Ripley. They had an amazing feud in NXT UK. So I think basically that's what they're thinking, of pushing her up so that they can have that feud. So it could be interesting. The USA needs to do some sort of solidarity chat for England to beat Italy. Show England the entire legit with them. Being a part of these streams, like with me and Wrestling Days, is enough of a way of showing that you guys from America are well and truly behind us, which is legit amazing. It just really is. My brand new video spoiler 2021 released wrestlers, and that were due to new figures. Wrestlers who had figures even though they got released. Yes, UFC tomorrow, William. Who have you got? Are you backing McGregor? Or is it Poirier again? I've got a feeling that Dustin Poirier is going to win. I just don't know. Here's Bailey's. Just see if I can read a proper report. Gonna agree they don't have to put a title on her, although it may lost a career. I totally agree. There's no full information yet, to be honest. This is the story. Just according to, I don't know how much you can read of that. Bailey out for approximately 9 months after sustaining an injury while training. It just says she's learned that Bailey sustained an injury while training. She'll be out of the Money in the Bank match, and the replacement will be announced on Smackdown tonight. So we're going to find out who Bianca's going to be facing tonight, who the replacement is. Dave, who is your second favourite WWE wrestler? My second favourite? Ooh, in what way? Men, female? Because it's an hard one. I usually just go on storylines. I think still Bray's one of the most ones I like at the minute. I just want him back, basically. I had no idea how many watched here in America. It's like a water cooler talk. What do you think? Who's replacing Bailey at Money in the Bank? Mia Yim, maybe? God, that's a shout. I think she's main event fodder, though. An out there one. Ali said like Sasha Banks. I don't know if they were bringing Sasha Banks back now. If there's been no indication of that, so hello lurkers. You know what? Sod it. Liv Morgan's been asking for a title shot, or at least getting in the Money in the Bank. Throw her in it. It's an out match. It's just to get to the next pay-per-view anyway, so I'd shove her in it and have Bianca win. Easy. Or just let her have a good showing. I'd just do that. Shove Liv Morgan into that spot. It's not going to hurt anybody. Most likely me and Sasha will be in a ladder match. Yeah, I think Sasha could be more in the ladder match than having a title shot. I think they might shove Liv Morgan into the title shot, to be honest. She's been asking for it for the last couple of weeks, so. Adil says West Ham drew 2-2 in a friendly with Dundee. Liverpool are in Austria for pre-season friendly. Fabinho, Endo out. Yeah, you're going to be looking at Ox. And like Curtis Jones and stuff, players like that, fringe players, and Canute. Did you see the kit reveal? A deal with Canute showing off his it's like his squad number, as if it's like a massive deal. McGregor swiping overwhelmed Poirier in the first, but not McGregor. So it's somebody saying that McGregor will lose on points. In a decision, belching, excuse me. William Ency says McGregor pours it on right from the gate, slams Dustin, is my prediction. So you think McGregor's gonna just pile gate him? Okay, interesting. I'm not paying for it. I'm gonna watch it on Watch Wrestling. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, James, tomorrow. I'm not paying for the pay-per-view. Watch Wrestling is definitely how I'm watching UFC tomorrow. And I can watch it straight through. You don't have to mess around with Fightful or anything like that. You can just watch it straight through. So that's what I'm intending to do. Well, I've got McGregor in the first. I have actually picked Poirier, just because every time we get these like magical legends, like we've had it before with like what last one? Trying to think. You know how we get always like big names and they never seem to show up. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm sticking my neck out and going Poirier round 3. Could be wrong, but it's the prediction game, innit? We find out tonight on the member stream who we get in the first round of the tournament, or who could win that tournament. So that's interesting. Austin, they need to put a crown on him. Harley says I do think Liv is a good wrestler, from what I've seen, especially in her training videos, just like Sean Sapp said, giving Liv 2-minute matches every week. I think they give her that title shot. It won't hurt her. It'd be a nothing match for Bianca. It just keeps her title reign ticking over. And yeah, that's it. I don't think shoving a match between her and Sasha is going to be beneficial, especially if they're saving it for SummerSlam. So yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd shove Liv Morgan in there. I mean, she's been asking for that chance, and I can see her getting it. Corbin needs a belt, Austin. Let's see what happens with Corbin tonight as well. Let's see if we get more of the sad Corbin or happy Corbin we've been hinted at. Dylan says, Dave, I'm glad that Salah is over in training camp. Liverpool, not Olympics. Yeah, they've stopped him going over, haven't they? PSG signing Ramos this week are close to signing Donnarumma. What PSG are? Oh god. Austin, damn, Days supernatural. You can see through him. Corbin will be a new character. IC title soon, says iFlyer. My first thought that Liv was going to be in the briefcase match, but no, I can see them maybe even taking her out. And if she was to win Money in Bank, they will take her out. Or if she wasn't going to win, or was going to win, I think they take her out. If, in all honesty, I'd go that route. I'd have her challenge Bianca. That's what I'd do. Don't say she totally deserves it, but it's just an easy win for Bianca. Get that pay-per-view out of the way. Can you shirt number 5 revealed on the pitch? It's no gone pitch. Yeah, they did it. It was just pure joke. Pure jokes. It was literally funny. I kind of like that. Days is 100% supernatural. Corbin versus Apollo. Compare with yours. Anyone? Any questions? Right, DM me. Well, I love helping. Austin says the thing is, if they plan to have Liv win the briefcase, will they take her out? If she's never meant to win, then 100% she's facing Bianca. I think Super Nikki or Alexa are your main picks. If not, Sasha Banks if she's added to that match. I don't think Liv was ever going to win Money in the Bank. I know certain YouTubers would love that, but I don't think she's ever was even in a running, to be honest. UFC is addictive. Yes, UFC is definitely addictive. Days, Harley says Days would need momentum winning Money in the Bank. So why Liv? My response to Liv has a lot of momentum. She's been winning every single past weeks for 5 weeks. She's behind back. Did you see Xbox? Yes, I did. Yes, she was an emotional wreck by the end of that bump segment. Yeah, he had her in floods of tears. Be nice to give her a title shot. That's what I mean. A one-off title shot would be perfect for her. I already sent my group predictions in, so I'll share your predictions if you want, William. Are we Sammy? Never heard anything after it's done. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming. Football's coming home. Might start watching, William. Do it, Connor. You'll not regret it. Low blows and high pokes. A highlight of the weekend. Corbin is awesome. Said only Austin. Austin, we sent yours thinking we had. We've sent yours in because it's Thursday. Yeah, we hadn't sent ours in by the time that message had been sent out, so we kind of got a day's advantage. I mean, Austin, I don't know how well you've sorted it out. Did you stay with the ones that you picked, or did you change out? Let me know, bud. Who's winning on Sunday? England, Italy. Bold prediction, England 1-0. Bold prediction. Harley says, I've even told Days this is what he says. He hasn't seen anything from Liv, and I legit said to him it's because they gave her 2-minute matches every week and never put the spotlight on her, because there was no reason. Because she's prize roll-ups, which seems to be the biggest finishing move in wrestling today. Yeah, William, we were meant to, but days later said that the stream was delayed for 24 hours. I love to watch low blows. But there's no female low blows, which is very disappointing. Expect a few nipple twists. If you can't do low blows, a couple of tit punching. We should be doing that. It's coming home, lads. I need to watch UFC because I love seeing the men grapple at each other and seeing their bulges in their wrestling trunks. It's why there's always the yin and yang of the chat. I'll go talking about women. Austin always brings it back to men's crotches. What you watch today on your TV? David Beckham was at Wimbledon. RJ Mastervel Numes were at Road Rager. Cool. Facts there by a deal. Nope, my legit predictions. Liv is still overhyped. So by certain people, yes, I totally agree. She's young. She's very young. I'd give her another couple of years before I start throwing her into the title, winning titles and stuff. Yeah, like what I've seen, good wrestler, decent promo, fantastic selling, but yeah, it's the booking that ruins her. Yeah. So when is UFC on? Tomorrow. I couldn't tell you the time. James Chadwick, what time is UFC on tomorrow, bud? McGregor, Thompson, Hardy, Delana. O'Malley's definitely winning. Yeah, I agree with majority of them. My legit predictions. O'Malley is just a question of which round. Is my prediction on that? Is which round? Is it the first, the second? I'd be very interested if it got to the decision. I mean, if he were facing Mocha like it was planned, then yep. But he's facing Montinho, who's just been drafted in, less than a week's notice. So the bookies have literally got O'Malley destroying him. Simple as, no question. There's stands everywhere. You're looking at one. Definitely a Bailey stand. Literally got on my TV right now AW Dark, and the Bar City boys are in. Very cool. I decided to keep my predictions. I was debating between round 2 and decision in most of the fights. Just ended up sticking with decision because I wasn't 100% sure of the finish. That's how I do it. If I'm not sure, or I've not heard anybody say what round they're predicting, it's like decision. I usually just go decision on the female fights anyway. No disrespect to the ladies, but 9 times out of 10 they go to decision. Very rare that we get a finish unless it's like Amanda Nunes. Prelims 1 AM. Don't know about the early prelims. Be about 11 o'clock then. 10, 11 for early prelims, if prelims at 1 AM. Usually about a couple of hours, isn't there? Yeah, so around 10 and 11. Just check out for Wrestling Days, Connor, and you can't go too far wrong. If you want to watch the pay-per-view yourself, watch wrestling is the best bet. Harley says Sasha stands are the worst. Legit said, in my opinion, Alexa is more accomplished than Sasha, not saying that she's as good as a wrestler. Oh my Jesus, experience full force. Oh God, Sasha's the fan bases are ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Don't need to go that far. We ain't Justin Bieber status. The bowlevers get lost. I went in round 2, I saw footage of the other guy, forgot his name. He seemed like he keeps his hands up good in defence. Well, didn't survive round 1. A deal says England versus Italy is on the BBC. I defeat both. I reckon both ideas. Small car might return on the pitch. I think the small car will return on the pitch. I think that has been a massive thing with Wembley. So definitely you will see that being out the ball. Middle of the pitch for kick-off. I have no idea of any of those names you guys are talking about. Totally clueless about UFC. You know Conor McGregor though, don't you? And a Dawes. Surely every man and a dog knows about Conor McGregor. It wasn't Days' USA prediction game. I'd totally be clueless as well. Pretty fun though, doing research. Yeah, it's amazing how much it's opened my eyes to UFC and finding out about these fighters. Because like literally before I knew nobody. I knew the big names and that were about it. It's just been so interesting. Oh, I've got Thunder Rosa on TV now. Has a great chin as well. Look what happened with O'Malley. He punches out and defends, but well, come back in the end. Flurries, his power is questionable. Dave Arley, RV Elliott has got a bloody mouth today. New contract with Liverpool. Giroud is joining AC Milan. Wow. Yeah, I like RV Elliott. Good player. We're out on loan last season. It'd be nice to see him thrown into the mix this year. If not, he'd probably be loaned out again. If I was doing it, no research, I'd just pick him. That's how I started at first. I was just picking them. But believe me, you get carried away with it. Not joking, understand them, but I've seen tell Bianca to kill herself. Still don't understand them. A lot of notifications in a second. It's craziness. They shouldn't be doing that. It's wrestling at end of day. Diego C. Palace, hello to you, my friend. Saw you in the chat earlier on before I started streaming, but shout out to you, my friend. I'm always watching, just can't always comment. Are you watching Smackdown tonight? Yes, I am, hopefully. I do plan to. Yay, football talk. I'm back in the game. Yes, we can just fire in any football questions, Anna, and I'll gladly answer. I have no problem with that. It's like, what are you looking forward to most in the new season? What do you think Spurs can do to replace Harry Kane? Let me know what your thoughts are. Fans are happy. Let's be honest. Yeah. But Manny's poor, but he's been lacking considering weight. Stuff I like. I needed to laugh today. GIFs, video stuff like that. When writing scripts, I just like them all. O'Malley's coming in a little under his norm, so he will be faster, less effective. William firing the facts about O'Malley. Cool. I am going to stay up and watch Smackdown live. Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting night tonight. There's a lot going off. Obviously, they're going to have the final 2 announcements for Money in the Bank on the male side, possibly the female side tonight. The new challenger to Bianca's title will be announced tonight. Hopefully it gets something in the way of Roman Reigns as well. Obviously, I don't know if they'll address the Jimmy Uso situation, but be interesting to see what they do in regards to that, because obviously Jimmy was a major part of that storyline going forward, so still very interesting to see how they play that out. James Chadwick says, I think Kane will stay at Spurs for one more season because of the new manager. Quite possibly. O'Malley wins, but I just think there's a little less weight, faster, and he picks the spots. We're talking about soccer. Let's talk about sexy Ronaldo, Shaw, and Mount. Did you see that footage what's doing the circulation of the little girl with Mason Mount? Basically, what happened at the end of the game, Mount went out over to the stands. There was a little girl in the stands. He handed her over his football kit, well, his football shirt, and she was literally in tears. Honestly, it was the cutest thing I'd ever seen on TV. And oh, just hang on, just a small stat. Southgate is a boyhood Man United fan. He attended Pound Hill Junior School and Hazelwick School, both Crawley, Essex. Shout out to you, Diego Palace. That's interesting. Euros, Italy will be the Ballon d'Or winner. England need to play their hearts out to stop Italy. I'm sure they will. But like I said, the little girl, she was on This Morning, which is a TV programme here in the UK, if you don't know. And Jason Mount actually sent her a video saying that he saw the footage, and it made his day, basically. And the little girl burst out crying again. Yeah, James, yeah, she was on This Morning today. Oh, absolutely. One of the greatest things you'll see in football. Just a nice little moment captured by a fan in the stands. And yeah, it's just doing the rounds all over social media right now. Try and find it on Twitter. I'm sure it's there. Even the clip with This Morning as well will be on there. So yeah, well worth checking out. Interesting reason why I might go to round one, because its UFC debut is taken on short notice to Shaw. Well, the bookies just have O'Malley as outright winner. Heavy favourite is how they worded it on Tapology. Not much talking about stuff. So bunked off of school. yeah, I saw that. She's like, well, I've bunked off of school, don't tell me teachers. Yeah, so she kind of got into trouble a little bit for that, but I think just the general cheekiness of it won a lot of people over, and then obviously that footage at the end linked her to it as well, so it was just class. Bet no one even addresses the Jimmy situation. They will come up with some dumbass excuse that is it. Yeah, no doubt ever. I don't think they'll want to talk about that on Smackdown. Why do you watch? I miss Bray Wyatt. Everybody misses Bray Wyatt. Hopefully be back in August full time. I don't think we'll see. My head's sweating. So hat is off. Ball dead out. Either of us can fight, be right or wrong. It's one good thing about the prediction game. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right one week, you're wrong the next. It's just you guessing game. Because God, the fighters can just have a missed opportunity, and then next week they've got a stray punch hitting them in the face. Anybody's game. We've seen it so many times. Even low blows take people out of the game and it becomes a no contest. So we could have a lot of that as well. And yeah, who's going to be the first winner of the Palmer Classic? That's a big honour. Dylan McClure says, Dave, hopefully Keith Lee comes back soon. Yeah, I hope so. There's a lot of big rumours about about the Bellas coming back. I think that'll be put on hold now that Bayley's injured, because I think the rumour was that Bayley was going to face the Bellas at SummerSlam. Can't happen now. So they'll be put on a back burner or go for the tag team titles now. Don't miss Bray at all. Joking. I hope Bray comes back at Money in the Bank or Raw after. I miss him a lot. I think Raw after would be more likely. Yeah, I think Raw after would be the best case scenario. My weekend is UFC England whooping Italy in the world before the world. Yeah, my weekend's pretty much the same. We're starting with this stream now. Got Smackdown. Got a few things on tomorrow. UFC at the night time. Then I'll be trying to get this stream organised for the England game, which I've got some things set up. That little trophy there. Other things what are just off a screen, so you've just seen me flash them in. So once this stream's down, I'll be changing everything back to the way I want to set it up. Bray comes back as himself, but will be awesome. Bray becoming as a face, and then would be mesmerising. People are saying that the cult leader Bray is how they're going to go, which will be interesting. Yes, that's a time. I'm just seeing what things are. Mesmerising. Pretty sure the third arrest. Only good thing that will come out of this is I think Bailey will be like a Becky. Like, you know, we really want Becky to come back. We will miss her. Huge. Now, same for Bailey. Hopefully she gets that kind of reaction. I hope so. I think it all depends on how they address this tonight. Do they have Bailey in the ring? I hope not, because I don't really want that bad reaction. Goldberg versus Roman, championship on the line. Maybe a stepping stone towards a bigger fight. Yeah. Chad, shout out to you. How you doing? I'm fine. How are you doing, bud? Hope you are well. Yeah, so, right, I did purchase this today, so I'm going to show it on screen. I picked up this fantastic Edge pop vinyl from my local Asda. So it's a new addition to my collection. So I know that James has picked up a few pop vinyls finally today. They've come through his post. So yeah, there is my new Edge pop. So there you go. That's what I picked up today. I'm really not sure who wins with McGregor and Poirier. Poirier seems to take this more serious and knows how to beat McGregor, but McGregor may know what to expect and want to prove people wrong. I'm sure he won't be leaving his leg hanging out this time. He won't leave himself unguarded. Connor's best form of defence is attack. So I think if McGregor's going to win, he's going to win it in the first round. So it's going to be all out attack straight away from him. I think as the fight goes on, it's all Poirier's. We saw an instance in the last fight between the two that Poirier pretty much came into his own in the second round. So McGregor's got to finish him in the first if he's going to win, in my opinion. That's how I see it anyway. That Edge is awesome, thank you Connor. Only just shy of 10 quid here in the UK, which fairly cheap for pot finals in all fairness. If Bailey is off TV for 9 months, wonder if she will come back as a face. And does that mean she will miss next year's WrestleMania? Maybe she'll come back on Raw SmackDown after Mania. Probably. They'll probably save her until after Mania, which is sad really, because I feel that after missing last year's Mania, I mean they've pumped this SummerSlam as this year's Mania, which she's got to miss as well. Yeah, it sucks for her. Missing next year's Mania as well, that will proper suck. But they said expected 9 months. It might be shorter than that. The wrestler's recovery time is a lot faster than ours, so she could be back. Depends if she's back just in time or not. They might just save her until after WrestleMania. I'm just watching Waterboy. Oh, I've just seen that recently. What's that on ITV2, James? I've still got Dark on, so I'm watching the Dark Order at the minute. What's your favourite UFC? My favourite UFC match? Wow, I don't really have one. Not particularly. The quick ones. McGregor, I think he was against Nate Diaz. Were it Nate Diaz or Masvidal's victory? The quick ones are always the best ones. I have watched Ronda Rousey versus Misha Tate. That was a good fight. Felt Misha Tate did really well to get as far as she had done, but eventually she lost to Ronda Rousey. I thought it was a really entertaining match. Edge Sweet, wow, James, what's the water boy? No longer the longer the fights go, the more it favours Poirier. McGregor wins it by round 1 or 2. Poirier wins if it's round 2, 3, 4 decision. Yeah, I agree with that. It's my opinion that McGregor comes out overwhelming his opponent. Is historically an easy win. He will see the longer the fight goes, it's less likely that McGregor wins, but no one knows. Oh no, generally can't believe this, as people have been waiting for GTA 6 for years. We're expecting GTA 6 in around 2 years, but GameSpot said that GTA 6 will launch in Wow, you guys have got a hell of a long wait for that game, unfortunately. ITV4 recorded it a few weeks ago. Yeah, I think I actually watched that that when it was actually on TV. Yeah, and I saw it a couple of weeks ago. It's not bad though. Captain Insane now. My mama says. My mama. You're the devil. Now, press conference, Conor McGregor kicked early low blow. Dana's White's reaction was brilliant. Brilliant also. Maybe McGregor wins by submission. Whoever wins gets a title shot, so I can see Conor adding to his draw. The championship fight with Conor becomes a spectacle UFC wants. Yeah, but it would be very interesting who will face Oliveira for that championship, saying that Oliveira went up against Chandler to win that title when it should have been Poirier, in all fairness. But this match tomorrow has massive implications on that the future title defence for Oliveira. You can do it. Just cut his freaking head off. Ozzy, bite his freaking head off. That's from Little Nicky. You can do it. All night long. It's quality. It's Snyder, isn't it? Days' chat is going to be freaking annoying in McGregor Poirier stream. I'm just looking forward to it. Yeah, all you're going to get all night, Austin, is when's the McGregor fight on? How long until McGregor fight on? Are you showing footage of McGregor fight? It's like, God, if you are keen on McGregor, you'd know when the fucking fight is. You'd know what time the fight is going to be. You're not much of a fan if you don't know. You shouldn't be asking them questions. What time's it on? Well, are you a UFC fan? Well, why the fuck are you asking? Give it up on GT. I'm looking into the Xbox fridge coming out in Christmas. Going to be extreme. Chris Dizuma, MFG. It's looked scary. Backwards porn. Haha, they'll block their fans. They can't wait for GTA in 2023. Rockstar Games. How about yeah, where can we watch it? Where can we watch it for free? Where can we watch it for free? Yes. I, you'll get it on Sunday as well, even though the European final is on for fucking free. Those implications are riveting. Austin with the southern accent looking into the camera. I'm not a USC fan, even though when the show starts, even I know when the show starts. Yeah, because we watch days. No, but you kind of know early prelim, main card. Usually the main card starts at 3 a.m. UK time. Especially if the prelim starts at 1 a.m. It's going to be 3 a.m. So you're looking at the Poirier-McGregor fight being on at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So if you're just watching that, especially if you're in the UK, don't watch the whole show. Don't try and stop up all night. Just get up for the main event, main card. Set your alarm for 4 or 3 in the morning and get up and watch it then. Just makes sense. Can't wait for GTA in 4 years. God. Fucking hate those pricks. How about even longer? Add Daniel Bryan and make it a triple threat. Add Daniel Bryan to everything. It's always the way to go. We are going to go until 10 o'clock UK time. Do want to settle down. There's a Wrestling Day stream at 11. So we're not going to be overstaying as welcome today, I'm afraid. But we've done over an hour already, so we're doing good. Doing good. Going. How hyped are you for England? How hyped are you for Smackdown? And Cesaro Seth for the 900th time. I think there's a Corbin match tonight. Or was that last week? I think he's up against Nakamura again. Again. Replay after replay. Dave, when GTA 5 came out 2013, I was 7. Do you want to know an interesting fact? I don't play GTAs. I'm not a fan. I don't really care for them. Running around the city, stealing cars and shooting random people, not my idea of a game. I know there's challenges what you can do, but I've seen lots of people just driving cars around. It's not really for me. That casino thing is fucking annoying as well. Oh yes, the flipping firing the love hearts and the fire emojis. It's quite annoying. They wanted the fans to wait until it went through puberty and then release the next game. Oh, my attention's just been took. Karu Shida's just coming on the screen. Love her with the short hair. I'm not looking forward to Corbin getting screwed out of his Money in the Bank match. Yeah, it's not gonna happen for him, is it? It's gonna be a long way before we get happy Corbin. We're gonna get crying Corbin for a little bit longer. Give him the briefcase and let him be happy Corbin. I only care about Grand Theft Auto 3. The earlier games were fine because they were just about cars. And then they just turned into this generic, I don't know, San Andreas I think didn't it? Or was one of the games what took it to the next level. I think the early GTA games were fine without that. I love those streams. Can shoot straight and aim at morons that fuck off any other stream. I love these streams where you can. Yeah, I don't mind. You say what you want on here. There's no comebacks. You're right to have your opinion. It does annoy you when spammers turn up and they just flood the same message after message after message, and it's like, oh, Days, will you notice me please? Will you read my message? And they're kind of aggressive with it. It's like, come on. He's got other people's messages to read. He'll get to yours eventually. I can't believe that GTA was at age 5. GTA will be age 19. I'm getting old, Rockstar. Thanks a lot. Wait for GTA 7. The early games look boring and basic. Haha, Grand Theft Auto changed the finance completely. And the missions are really fun. You also get beat up hookers. Yeah, it's just when I've seen people play them, they're just running around doing not what they're meant to do. They're not completing any part of the story. They're just, I don't know, just driving around, taking cars and beating up hookers. It's fine if you're going to play the game as you're meant to play it, but when you're just going off-road, and because you can go off-road, they just tend to do that instead. Boring and lame. Complete fucking attention-seeking assholes. I plays GTA. Oh, Kevin Correa, shout out to you, my friend. How you doing, bud? The only GTA game he plays is GTA 4. Can you check out my tweet? Dave, check my Twitter. You mean Dave? You're calling me Days. Stop calling me Days. What tweet is that, Austin? It's Dave. Calling me Days. Check out your tweet. We'll do if it lets me. We need a Dave game. Oh god, I can't play games. The only game I can play is FIFA. You'd just watch me butcher games. Otherwise. Oh mate, and it's been shit. Just checking out Austin's tweet. What am I missing? Kevin, welcome. No, it's Dale. Lol. I've seen Adam Sandler in a live comedy show in Nashville 5 years ago. Seen Rob Schneider in the comedy. Hey, shout out to you. That's awesome. You missed the joke. Haha. Did I miss a joke? What was the joke? Okay. Totally missed it because it weren't funny. Dave, don't check out my tweets. I'm making fun of people who say that. Oh, right, okay, I get you now. Because you said you did mean to say days. Okay, right, I get you. I get you. I'm on board with you now. Because you always make that slip up. That's why I thought you'd done it again. That Anthony JCP, the biggest twat of all, and all his fake bullshit. Yep. Okay, shout out to you, Ever. Take care. I'll see you in the Smackdown stream later. Shout out to you. Yeah, there's a fair few, but I just like, check out my tweet. Oh, I've done a project for last week's web. Can you include it on your show, even though it was like weeks ago when you did it? You know what I'm talking about when I say that. It's like, no, we did that weeks ago. Stop trying to take credit for something. Have we, days were like, no, I've retweeted it, for God's sake. If people want to see it, they'll see it. Dave, look behind you. I'm right there. You're upstairs, mate. If you were behind me, you'd be on camera. And we all know that Austin will not go on camera. This is like a therapy session to get all the shit that pisses you. That's why you're here. To get all the swears out so you can swear and just get mad and stuff. We offer a service here at Dave in Real Life. All your stress from being on normal streams, you can come here and well, I think that bloody person's a prick. Bloody annoying. Why is that person here? I found myself being called out by random people as well in streams. It's so funny. It's like me and Austin, I think we were having a joke the other day, as we do, bantering. I think it went on the XT stream, and it's like somebody starts backing him off, thinking that I'm proper picking on him. Do literally find that funny. It's like, yeah, you know we're joking. There's no seriousness here. And it's like, this is like, think that we're proper like back and forth. We even had somebody say goodbye to me who weren't even having a conversation with. It's like, bye Dave, bye Austin. It's like, okay, was he involved in that conversation, and what the fuck? Get all the swears out, yeah. You can just see James. I often read James's comments when he's in Daze's chat. He's always talking to Sam. You're always talking to Sam there, aren't you, James? I've seen you, bud. I'm a prick. At least I can admit it. Hey, we all like that, bud. At least we can say it. But yeah, you are. You're a prick. Oh, controversial. You know, I'm only kidding, bud. Austin, don't worry about that lot. Never mess with me, Dave. There's Austin stands in Days. Never mess with me. Oh man, it's you bullying me, and then they start bullying me. It's always funny. It's like, hey, calm down. We're only joking. It's all good fun. But that's what we're here for. That's what we do. You have your own opinion on certain things, wrestling wise. Not everything floats your boat, and I think people just get carried away with that. I wonder how much money is in this. I tell you, once I get monetized, there's a swear jar getting put on this channel. I'll tell you, £5 an F-bomb. Yeah, you can't swear unless you cough up. Austin has got his very own stalkers. Yeah, that's true. He's got his little stalker fan club, hasn't he? Diego C. Palace. Not sure if I to get a KFC for Smackdown or for UFC. Maybe a pizza with pineapple. KFC for both, bud. Just go mad and have it twice. You stay away from pineapples on pizza though, bud. I mean, word gets out that you're mixing fruit with a pizza. Oh man, you'd be worse than the flipping Sasha stands. You'd be heckled. You'd be destroyed. Throwing rotten tomatoes at you. Yeah, that's a point. What is a tomato? Is a tomato a veg or a fruit? You know. I know it's technically a veg, isn't it? But you put that on on a pizza. So, don't worry. Right, so what's your predictions for the England game? What scores are you guys going for? I've got England to win 1-0. What are you guys thinking? Drop your answers into chat. Let's see what you're thinking. Try and keep it relatively football based. What's your scores? It's unfair those who want days Triple T to stalk me. They don't. Is it already out? It's already out. Too late. Oh damn. Dave, pineapple pizza is the fucking best, says Connor. Hey, don't come at me. Connor says 3-0 England. James Chadwick says 2-1 England. I think England, Italy will tie 1-1. They have to go to overtime. England will get 2-1. We'll get 2-1. Or they'll go to penalties 3-1, says Kevin Correa. So it's good to see that a lot of people think in England. I love that. Yeah, I have to. I have to go England all the way. Losing to Italy, it's not going to be a bad thing. As long as there's no shenanigans in it. But yeah, just getting to the final is enough to celebrate anyway, so we're just going to be in high spirits the entire game. We'll be starting at 7. I know that if you want really early stuff, join Days, who will probably start at he'll probably start at midday UK time. He'll start as soon as he can bloody wake up. He'll be super hyped that Sunday, I am sure. But I reckon he'll start at 5 PM UK time, so which will be 2 PM Eastern. Pineapple on pizza is completely fucked up. Should be abolished. Hey, after seeing what Edward Brown eats, battered pizza, give me pineapple on pizza every day of the week over a battered pizza. I'm in your corner, Connor. Pineapple isn't the worst thing to put on a pizza. Mushrooms and anchovies are more worse. Come on, Dave, pizza war. Only morons go against England, especially if they're English. If you're British, going against England, you're a moron. All the Scots and the Irish and all them going, it's like, fuck off. And then they want us to support them when they're in finals. Go fuck yourself. Dave just realised that WWE won't want The Rock for Survivor Series debuted 1996, so 2001, 25th anniversary of The Rock. It will happen if his schedule is free. Days will start his Euro stream after UFC finishes. Yeah, probably. Just do a full one. No sleep for days. My prediction is still 3-1 England. No penalties, please. Can't do them. Yeah, I don't want penalty shootout. I want it to be won in 90 minutes if possible. I can possibly see extra time. That battered pizza made me want to fucking puke. It did me too. Oh, that was horrible. So if it was a choice, battered pizza or a pizza with pineapple on, you know what you'd pick. None. Just not bother. The final will be a good game. Won't be surprised if it goes all the way to penalties. Shout out to you, Dylan. We're not, telling me no Rock versus Roman WrestleMania. They might bring Rock back in some capacity. It might even be a traditional Survivor Series match where it's Team Roman versus Team The Rock. Or he might even side with Roman at the beginning. Just depends on how they want to book it. Survivor Series is a good way of sort of like near last major pay-per-view of the year, so it'd be a good way of signing that one off. And he doesn't have to wrestle, he can just appear at Survivor Series. Comes down to the ring, challenges Roman. Job done. Perhaps England and Italy will go to 2-2 overtime. Only thing that should be battered is fish and sausages. Are you here to that? They could set up Rock versus Roman for Mania. Rock could be the main event for Survivor Series. Everyone on the stage. And then The Rock talks about Roman. Roman comes out and makes the match official. Austin like battered. Yeah, Austin likes battered. Austin's sausage is battered. I've seen it. Very battered. I don't share my pizza, so it doesn't matter what is on my pizza. Jabroni. Yeah. Fun fact, my work, with the England game, while I was at work, we got free pizza. So we all got bought a pizza each. So I was sat there watching the England game with my free pizza. So, lucky me. Free pizza. Only thing what we're missing was a beer. England's women just beat India by 18 runs. First T20 match. Cool. Nice one. That's awesome news for the ladies. I want pizza. We want Austin's pizza. Who wants a slice of Austin's pizza? So we're all coming round to your pizza, bud. Just love that extra white topping. I can't wait. Anyone Mania? Impatient. I'm eager to get my hands on Roman. What you gonna? I'm gonna whip your candy ass. And is that the promo that he cut? I think Austin. Austin. The Rock will pretty much bring up the past. I remember you when you were little, blah blah blah, and sell it that way. I think I've got a large meat feast pizza in my freezer ready for Sunday. Austin, you want Dave's pizza? Oh God, mine is a meat feast. Days should try some Austin's pizza, and I'll try his banana. His ghost banana. Are you doing the World Cup? Am I doing the World Cup? It depends on the time zones. Qatar's a very funny country. I don't know how their time zone works to ours, so I have no idea when their games will be aired live. So I'll look into it. But as of yet, no guarantees. But we will look at it. If it's similar time zones to here, then no problem. Just depends on what time the games are. Dave was referring to when Ray said, "I can't wait until Hell in a Cell. I'm too impatient. I want him on Smackdown instead." Alright, is that what you were referring to? Yeah, I think you have to have a steady build for Rock Roman, because I don't know. I wouldn't have him go against him straight away. I don't know. It'd be fun to see how they build that match, in all fairness. For England game, I'm ordering pie, mash, and liquor, followed by jellied eels and tasty food. Wow, God, that's a right combo. Wow, that sounds legit awesome. That little feast. Is it a big banana or small? Not seen Days' big banana, so we'll have to ask Austin. It's a big banana corn. Yeah, obviously. Don't call him Big D for nothing. You do realise when somebody gets called Big D, it's an overhype. It's like having a sports car. It means they're overcompensating for something. So, I'm Little D. Undercompensating for something. Wonder if there's any more news about tonight's Smackdown. Can we do the Women's Olympics? Well, the women's is the men's Olympics as well. It's dual thing. So if you're doing the Olympics, you're going to do some of the women's. Keep telling you, if I'm off and female beach volleyball's on, we'll do that watch along. Right. Breaking news. We've got breaking news. I'm going to release this now. Wrestling Days has seen the tweet from Bailey. So this is direct from Wrestling Days, and I'll get to your message in a minute, Arlie. Sad news, especially as fans are about to return. Bailey has to be in the conversation for the best superstar during the pandemic era. Our rest may not be welcome, but it is well deserved. So that is straight from Wrestling Days. Get better soon, WWE, and that is a message to Bailey. Dave, it is so weird how Roman versus Brock feels like a new match. All the matches that they had in the past, Paul was in Brock was the heel, Brock was the champ now. Still there's no real truth in when Brock is coming back. There's nothing set. So that's the sad part. Who's Wrestling Days? Who's Wrestling Days? It's Wrestling Dave. Yeah, I'm taking over. It's big stars, big YouTuber. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard of him. It is a big, massive Alexa stan. Loved Baron Corbin. Could tell I'm lying yet. Let's just see WWE. Let's see what's. Acknowledge Roman Reigns. So Roman's going to be on. We've got that qualifying match between Cesaro and Seth Rollins. Everybody wishing a speedy recovery to Bailey. So nearly all the female division. There will tonight is a qualifying match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Baron Corbin. So that's what we're getting tonight as well. So there's your two matches. Obviously we're going to have a huge segment with who's replacing Bailey. And continuation of the Jimmy Uso story. So yeah, we've got two matches at least announced for Smackdown tonight. I assume there'll be more with Liv Morgan trying to get into the Money in the Bank match. Who's Wrestling Days is sexy. Mine's bigger than that. Days is the hottest man in the UK. Excuse me, Connor. Excuse me, Connor. I'm offended by that remark. The hottest man in the UK surely belongs to Miss Clown One. Not me. Did you think I were on about me? Oh, Jesus Christ. Nakamura. Really hope they give the briefcase to Big E. I think they will do, you know. I think they will do. Because there's still that massive rumour that he's going over to Raw anyway, so pardon me. Dylan says, Dave, I say Roman will confront Edge tonight. Yeah, I think there will be some spears involved tonight, I am sure. Dave is second. Oh, I'm second. Yeah, shout out to you, Connor. You're okay. I'm astonished you put me second, to be fair. Meat and sexy do not go hand in hand. Yes, there's not really much news tonight on what's going on. 2 matches announced, and that's it. And a replacement for Bailey. I think every guy has a crush on Miss Clown. Let's be honest. It's not a surprise, though, is it? Really? If just, oh my god, you just can't help but have a man crush. It's impossible to not just a sexy guy has made me get a monthly subscription to Baby Oils R Us. Austin Defo last. Just kidding. Hey, like I've said before, Austin would be high up there too, you know. Don't sleep on Austin. If you saw him in real life, you'd be like, hey, this guy. Yes, I'm not from the UK. Well, you're the sexiest man in America. There we go. Austin, the sexiest man in America. Little Dave goes in Dave's hand. Hands. Chris, hands. Harley says, Dave, this is fantasy, so Big E wins Money in the Bank. Bobby beats Kofi. He cashes in on Bobby, wins the title. Same night, Big E on Raw at SummerSlam for WWE title. Big E versus Kofi versus Xavier. Non-title, Bobby versus Brock. Need a lot of build for the Big E, Kofi and Xavier fight, if I'm being honest. I know you just said it was fantasy, but yeah, if the build was right, I'd be down for that. But I don't know. Maybe Kofi versus Big E. Triple T is the sexiest man in America. Sexiest man in Boston. You know, the sexiest man in America. Congratulations, Austin. See, Connor knows. Connor knows. He agrees with me. Currently got Britt Baker on. Yeah, got Britt Baker. DMD. Harley says New Day triple threat has been one of my dream matches. I think it will happen eventually. Will it happen for the world title? I always thought that match would be like something for the Intercontinental or the US title. Wouldn't have thought they'd have had that match for the main title. Britt Baker! You know it. Same with Bobby versus Bobby. Yeah, that's going to happen. It's going to happen eventually. I mean, it's a money fight, isn't it? People have been wanting that for a while. Looks like Bailey has torn her ACL. Oh, she's going to be out for a while then. She's going to be out for a while. Look at Tegan. Tegan Knox tore her ACL. Well, she's torn her twice. And she's been out for God knows how long. So, yeah. It's going to be a while. 16 days until your birthday. Still need to look at that date. What date is it again? We'll have a quick look and see if I'm working. See if we can get a stream near your birthday, bud. Can't guarantee it, though. We'll try. I just want Baker versus Thunder and Rona to main event pay-per-view. God, I would love that. Sunday, what's this? Well, what, the 25th? So, yeah, I know it's a Sunday, but what is that, the 25th? Confirm. Put the last tenner on Harry Kane and Immobile to score. Wow, interesting. That in the 90 minutes as well. I'll make sure to remember Connor, just so you don't say, just so I don't say happy birthday. Yeah, is that the 25th, Connor? Just let me know. Well, thank you. £90 return. That's not too bad then. Do think Kane scores. I have no idea. Do it really want Immobile to score, if all honest? Just because I don't want Italy to score at all. Yeah, we're going to go for 15 minutes and then I am wrapping up. So, forewarning, 15 more minutes and then we are wrapping it up. Yeah, 25th. Yes, the 25th. I am getting old. Right, so that's in 2 weeks. I'm not working, so I will do a Sunday stream. Right then, it's in his actual birthday then. We'll do a stream on the 25th. What watch along do you want to do? Because we'll do a separate stream for Austin if England win the Euros for the Barbie stream. But since it's actually birthday on the 25th, what watch along do you want to do? Nearly went with Kane and Insigne. Turns 120. They Sean Raff said this. One sec. Said this 1 sec. What? 1 sec. So yeah, Connor, what watch along do you want to do for the 25th? Totally yours. Birthday stream just for you, bud. What does the chat want to watch? What does the chat want to watch? It's your birthday. You pick. You pick what you want. Wrestling, wise, up to you. See if we can sort it out. Sorry I ran off. My husband might have to go and buy a motorcycle. So I went with him to get a deposit. Shout out to you. Whatever. We're running for another like 15 minutes or so, and then I am shutting down the stream. But good to see you back. The conversation's gone a little bit awry anyway, so just trying to find out what Connor wants to watch on his birthday. It's up to you, Connor, says Austin. Yeah, Connor, whatever you want, bud. Do you want to do a movie watch along? As long as everybody can agree on it, we could do that. Wrestling, anything on the network. Yeah, sure day. We'll dedicate the stream to you. Even give you a nice little thumbnail. Happy birthday, Connor. Gotcha. Glad the chat stayed busy. Yes, yeah. We've the conversation still flowed. It has been okay. Yeah, got Smackdown on my birthday. Yay! I've been here but doing stuff. Shout out to you, Sam. Other mother. Shout out to you, my friend. James called you out and went, "Hey, lurker." But shout out to you. Yeah, we're not going for long though now. Around about 10 minutes or so. We're going to shut on the hour. Dave I meant to gonna tell you that Sean said, "Oh, he's sending it now." Okay, you just put 1 sec. So it's like, what's he sending? Drop it into the chat, whatever he sends out anyway. Happy birthday, other mother. Is it your birthday, Sam? Happy birthday to Sam. Oh, it's the 23rd, so it's a little bit away yet. God, we've got dual birthdays on the same weekend. That's awesome. So the stream will be dedicated to you as well then on the 25th. The Bailey injuries happened during the mandatory return to road training session at the performance centre while she's doing chain wrestling. The other superstar was referred as a freak accident. Kevin Correa, my birthday is on the Wednesday. If I'm available, we'll do a stream. We'll try. You'll get shout outs on your birthdays anyway, so don't worry about that. Just thinking. Yeah, you get your thinking cap on. If I'm streaming, we'll do it. You know what I mean? I can't guarantee every birthday I can cover because of my work schedule, but if I'm available, we'll do a few dedicated streams to people. Like I said, can't guarantee it all the time. Yeah, Sam, you lurker. Only joking. Got Abaddon. Abaddon's on my TV screen right now. Yeah, because wrestling's real, folks. The zombie character. AEW's all real. Other mother, what do you think we should watch because it's my birthday week? Look at Connor trying to pass the book over. Just pick something. It's okay. We'll watch no matter what you pick. I love being a lurker, says Sam. Be bold and brave. Right, what you can do, Connor, right? If you want to drop it into the comment section, drop about 3 ideas in, and then I'll do a tweet and open it up to the community, and they can pick them which one they want to watch. So just throw 3 suggestions in if you can't just pick one definitive one. I love lurking in Tommy's trees. Austin, you live in Tommy's trees. It's just a shame he won't go on a date with you. Well, I'm surprised. Well, no, Austin has been on dates with Tommy. He's been walking behind him on his dates. It's been there all along. Being a lurk is actually clever because you can see what people are actually saying about you. Yeah, it's fun. I do it when I'm at work sometimes because I'm usually eating and I can't write. What I find is when you enter a stream, you spend like 10 minutes saying hello to everybody individually, and it's like I can't do it if I'm going to be eating. It's like, hi, you, hi LSW, I, John, I, this person and that person. You don't want to be rude because you want to answer them back, but it takes up that half an hour that you've got for your dinner break, and it's like, yeah, can I deal with that? No. Okay tonight because I'm at home, so I'll do it, but when I haven't got time, it's just better to just let days play out. I'll try and put a comment in when I can. I'm going to be drunk on Friday, Saturday because I feel like it. Shout out to you, Sam. We'll all be drunk on Sunday, that's for sure. I've been lurking on Tommy's dates, trying to study him and what he likes. Nerdy stuff. Just buy him a comic book, Austin. I'm sure you'll win his heart that way. Diego C. Palace. Beer is good. Yeah, of course it is. Getting drunk. Fun fact, Sunday I am drinking on stream, so there will be pee breaks. I'm warning you now. My birthday is on a Tuesday next year. Yeah, mine's January. I've got a long wait for mine. Who's doing me a birthday stream, by the way? Right, we've got 6 minutes. So literally final thoughts time. Fire in your final thoughts. Dave, maybe they will do Becky versus Bianca Money in the Bank. Becky goes on to Raw, faces Rhea. I don't think they'll do Becky so quick. There's definitely saving her for the crowds to be back. They're not going to just waste that on an episode of Thunderdome. Don't know if this is pre-taped tonight. Is it live tonight or pre-taped? Is it? I thought one of these shows were pre-taped, so I don't know. We might be live because obviously Sonia's doing the announcement, isn't she? So could get Royal Rumble, any WrestleMania or any SummerSlam. Just put which ones you want to watch, and I'll leave it up to the rest of the guys on Twitter, and we'll just do it from there. It's totally fine. WrestleMania, try and pick one what's not like 5 hours long. That would be a good start. I love a Royal Rumble 01. Right, that could be thrown in then. Dave, Cesaro, Nakamura will win tonight. Yeah, quite possibly. What would Seth do then at Money in the Bank? That's the thing. What's happening to Seth? Melts good ones. All melts are good ones. My final thoughts are: give Bray Wyatt the Money in the Bank. Have him in the Royal Rumble. Let him main event wrestling. Yes, of course. Against Roman Reigns. That's weird, lol. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see Corbin win. I think he does deserve his chance in that Money in the Bank. And that might be his passage to his new storyline. So I don't know. Nakamura's already beat him enough. To beat him again would be a bit more of a kick in teeth, wouldn't it? Bought some new boost today. Try not to boost today. Try not. Try got. Oh, you've got some new boost to try. Coffee apple cider. Ooh. Ooh. You have to let me know what they taste like. Banana bread. Oh, I don't know if I'd like that. That toffee apple cider. Let me know what that tastes like, bud. I'm intrigued by that. Right, so the whole show is pre-taped except the replacement. I have no idea, but I don't know if it's live or I thought the last two the Smackdown and Raws would be pre-taped, but I don't know. I don't know. It might even be live tonight. I know Raw is pre-taped. So I don't know. I can't clarify that. I don't actually know. Breaking news: Lily plush doll is now on sale at WWE shop. C's already bought 100. C Wrestling's already bought them all out to do his Lily jump scares. Yeah, you want Corbin to win, brilliant. No, I just think we've got to get to that storyline eventually, and I think the Money in the Bank might be the better way of doing it. I'm not a writer at WWE, so who knows? Gonna sell fast. Yeah, they will sell out pretty fast. Right. I am absolutely shooting off now. But thank you everybody that's joined this coming home live stream. Hope you're all super hyped for Sunday. I know I am. Cannot wait. Can't wait for Smackdown tonight. Yeah, it's confirmed that this Smackdown is pre-taped. But they are gonna they'll do the replacement thing live. They've got to do. So there will be a live segment, I would have thought. Great Steam Day. Thank you, Austin. Glad that everybody's enjoyed themselves who've taken part. Dave is leaving us now, so yes, I am absolutely busting right now. But first time ever, I actually need a shit. I'm taking a leaf out of James Chadwick's book. I need a shit. So yeah, I've been holding it in for the last 10 minutes, so I know you all wanted to know that information, but it was always the first here and Dave in real life. First to tell you the back-breaking news. Thank you, Dylan. So like we are live again on Sunday, 7 o'clock start. I don't like to do I don't want to do any longer than an hour pre for the game. I'm sure if you want all the extra build, you'll join days first, which is totally fine. That's why I left to have I can't really do that, can I? Right, I'm going to take you with me. Austin would love that. Anyway, I've been Dave in real life. Shout outs to Austin, Kevin Correa, Dylan, Harley, Chris Dezuma, if you're still around, Ever for coming back. Shout out to you. To everybody else what's taken part. Diego C. Palace, thank you for being involved, my friend. Adil, if you're still here, shout out to you as well. Anybody that's lurking in the background, shout out to Sam, James Chadwick, all of you guys are brilliant. Yeah, bye for now. Yes, I've been Dave in real life, you've been awesome, and remember to always keep it real. And till Sunday, it's coming home, you better believe it. It's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home, and I need a poo, it's coming home.